Hey YouTube, Ultra Magnum here, and today we're taking a look at the Generation Selects Seacon's Tentakil. It's a web exclusive Takara Tomy release and really difficult to come by. Really difficult. So I thought I'd share a quick review of mine. If you're new to my channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and here we go. In terms of accessories, he comes with 4. There are 2 blasters for the figure. These are nicely sculpted. There's no paint on them, but they're okay. They're standard kind of stuff for a deluxe figure. This is really nice. This is part of the trident for the Poseidon figure, and there's a piece that comes with each of the Generation Select Seacons. It's really nicely sculpted and really nicely painted as well. I like the finish on this and the colour. It's a nice pink, silverish kind of effect. Really, really good, and I think the whole thing together will look good. It also comes with the Combiner Wars hand stroke foot attachment. This is fully articulated fingers at the base there, and you've got the opposable thumb that you can move around. I will show this off in arm configuration in the later part of the video. So all in all, really good stuff. The blasters port into the side of the head in robot configuration. There's no wobble there. And the blasters do port into the hands. They're really difficult to get in actually, so I've had to kind of leave mine stuck out like this, which looks a little weird. Maybe that's just my figure, I don't know. But anyway, there you go. And there's also storage if you want to do this for the trident piece and the Combiner Wars hand on the back of the figure. That looks kind of wonky to me, so I won't be doing that. But you can do it if you want. Final score for accessories, 9 out of 10. So I'll split this up into a section for each of the modes. In terms of robot mode, he has surprisingly a decent amount of articulation for what is essentially a static looking figure. You've got the tentacles at the front. They are on a ball joint at the shoulder and also on the elbow, so these can be manipulated in different ways. You've got the tentacles at the back there. These move from side to side and back and forth. I'd have liked it actually if these had been on a ball or some kind of swivel as well, just to give it a little bit more. The feet are very stiff, but they can move back and forth, so that's good. And what's really good actually is the head. The face can actually swivel from side to side, so it does give you quite a few options in terms of looks, so that's pretty good. So in robot mode, if we start at the top, the head is on a ball and a swivel, so you've got a really great up and down and a full side to side. The arms, as we've covered, have got 2 ball pegs, one at the shoulder, one at the elbow. So there's literally full range on the arms there, and there is a small pin joint on the wrist as well, so there's a little bit of movement there. Full waist swivel all the way around, no issues, really good. The upper thigh is on a ball connection to the hip there. You get a good forward and a decent back, but it does kind of collide with the kibble a bit at the back there. The knees are on a pin, and you get a double kind of effect due to a connection down here as well, but again there's a bit of a limitation with the kibble. The feet have got back and forth and a bit of a rocker, so that's pretty good. The main issue with this in terms of posability though is the weight of the backpack. So he is steady and he will stand, but if you vary slightly you do get a bit of topple with him, and some of these tension joints are not the stiffest. They're quite loose and floppy, some of them, so that's a bit disappointing actually, because it will limit what you can do with the figure. He's got the capability and all the joints are there, but it's not backed up by the quality of the stuff. That's a bit frustrating actually. Final score on posability, 6 out of 10. If we do sculpt first, he's covered from head to toe in detail, which is really nice. And there's not too many points in the figure where you've got unseemly kind of hollow things, which is good and unusual these days for a kind of Hasbro deluxe release. The face is really nicely done actually. I like that. It's nicely detailed, and also the paint is really well applied. In fact, if we go on to paint, it's an impressive figure in that respect. You've got nice silvers, different shades across the figure. It's really well done, actually. The thing that's really impressive is the blue on pink. So some of the blues are plastic. I think this is just a blue plastic, if you like, whereas some of them you've actually got a blue painted on top of the pink. So down here you can see on the legs, and that's really consistently applied. It's the same with these as well. This is painted. The only thing I will say though is it has a kind of matte feel to it, and I don't know how well this is going to hold up in terms of rub later on down the line. So that's something to watch. But in terms of application, it is good. Quality wise, the figure, it's decent plastic and all of those, it's what you'd expect from a deluxe figure, plastic quality wise, and a main release. The issue though is some of the joints, they're just not consistent. So these down here, let's take the legs. So these are really well done, and that's good tension, and that works. But on this other side, there's a lot of floppiness. So the two legs aren't consistent. The ball joints up here, I don't know if it's because of the weight of the backpack that they've got to support, that's just, they're not going to be able to do it, or if it's the things themselves that are a bit floppy. The arms do pop off. These are quite loose at the shoulder joint. But then you get to these, and these are ridiculously stiff and tight. So there's just a lack of consistency there, quality-wise, in terms of the build. Cleanup-wise, from the front, looks fantastic. From the side, he has a huge backpack, but, that was always going to be there with this figure. So I think a bit of forgiveness in that respect. Final score and quality, I'm going to have to knock some off for the loose floppy joints. So 7 out of 10. Okay, on to transformation. So start with the feet, and if you twist these round 180, then the feet you want to clip on. There's a little tab here. This is it's a little stiff to kind of get over that clearance, but you just have to use this joint back here to get it up and on there. Then you can go ahead and tap those together. You want to unfold the tentacles at the side a little bit and bring the bot squid feet up to the top there. Then unclip this from the back and bring all this down. Then there's another rotation, which is all of this section swivels again this way. So now you've got this part facing along with the robot face. Down at the bottom here, pull all of this chest section forward and rotate the head back in. Collapse all that up. Flip it up this way. For the tentacles, these are on a double pin, one at the arm and one in the shell here. So bring all that forward. Same on this side. Then for the front of the bot, it's dead simple. Just fold this down, and there we have it, Tentakil. Quickly show how to get them into the other modes as well. So in terms of leg mode, it's a case of detach this part at the top. This folds round. There are two tabs here that slot into this section. Fold those into there, and then if you open this up, there is a port that comes out of the top. Connect all that back up together again, if it goes like that. So then this will be where the foot piece slots into. Flip it round, and you want to bring the tentacles forward like this, so you're kind of folding everything in together. Put the arms up, rotate the legs down, and then on here you've got two tabs for the tentacles to slot into, like so. So it's kind of all tucked up, and then round at the back you've got your standard Combiner Wars connector piece there. So I haven't got a foot to show him with, unfortunately, otherwise I'd do that. One thing I will note, this feels like it's a bit far back in terms of where the turtler figures are going to connect onto, and I don't know, it just kind of it looks good, definitely looks like it's going to be a good leg, but it just feels a little off center. We can also turn them into blast mode, so it's just a case of rotating this piece down so it's like that, and then the two blue blasters that he comes with connect together. There's a couple of tabs here and here. They look a little off center when you do it, but it does work. Push those together like so, and then it creates a port on this side, and that just connects into the top there. So there we have it, Tentakil blaster. Then to get him into arm mode, detach the blaster. This port you need to collapse back in. Bring the top part of the head back around like this. You need to just untab one side. Actually, we'll do that side. So untab that one and open up the tentacle there. Bring this around so that you've got this is going to be the forearm. Got this at the front. Then we can close this back up again. Actually, do that first. Bring the tentacle round. Clip that onto there. And detach that, sorry. Then if we get the combiner war hand, so that just pegs into this port on here. And there we have it, combiner war's arm. It looks pretty good actually. It's kind of beefy looking from the front. It's got good articulation, elbow joint, double elbow joint in fact, that's good. I don't know where quite to put this back kibble. That's just sort of going to be hanging around at the back there, but generally okay, kind of chunky looking, so that's good. So the transformation's good actually, all in all, you know, given the fact you can do 5 different modes for one figure for a deluxe. That's pretty good actually. So I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. In terms of alt mode, I'm just going to focus on the tentacle alt mode, the squid. I think this is really good. It is really nice looking. The paint on the face is absolutely superb. It's really well applied. I don't know how well this is going to hold up over time. Like I said, it's got a kind of matte feel to it, and I don't know, it just has that feel of it's gonna rub at some point. But for the moment, it looks superb and it's fantastic. You've got nicely sculpted details all over the front of this, even down to kind of the individual sucker parts on the tentacles. It's really good, really well done, and details up on the top part there. The only thing I don't like about this is this part here. It's like so much effort has gone into painting these parts and making these look good. I don't know, this should have just been covered as well. It's a little unsightly, and you can kind of see the metal pin through there. But, you know, I'm going to be forgiving it, to be honest, because the rest of it is good and looks fantastic. So, 9 out of 10 on alt mode. So there we have it, final score, adding it all together, 8.2 out of 10. That's really good. It's a good figure. It's a little pricey for deluxe, and it's a little hard to come by, which is really unfortunate. Good things about this figure: the transformation's really enjoyable and fun. The alt mode looks fantastic. The robot mode looks fantastic as well, to be honest. The things that let it down are the posability and the quality. There are too many floppy joints and inconsistencies in terms of how it's put together, so that is unfortunate. However, I can definitely recommend it, and if you're collecting Poseidon, you have to have it anyway. So there you go. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you're new to my channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.